For generations, young Canadians have struggled with the fine balance between post-secondary education and alcohol. Well, not here at Niagara-on-the-Lake. This week, the Mercer Report salutes the brave students at Niagara College who work diligently to ensure this nation's future beer and wine security. And this is Dan Patterson. He is president of Niagara College. Nice to see you, Dan. How are you?
Fine. Nice to meet you.
You are taking fine young Canadian men and women and turning them into beer makers and winemakers.
Yes, absolutely. This is Canada's first teaching brewery and first winery, so it's a pretty exciting place.
And the students, they make their beer, they make the wine, and it's actually for sale at liquor stores in Ontario, correct?
Absolutely.
How hard is it to get in the program?
Well, we have thousands of applicants each year.
Thousands?
Yeah,
Thousands
there's a waiting
of applicants?
list. Yes, absolutely.
And how many do you take?
We take 35 intake each year.
So you have a better chance of getting into thoracic surgery than this program. It's tough. What are the placement rates like? How many people go on and fulfill their dreams, making beer and wine?
90% is the employment rate. It's
You're
just
kidding me.
It's absolutely.
Those are oil sands numbers. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so
I'm going to
very
go
much.
and I'm going to
Thank you.
explore this wonderful educational institution.
Well, welcome to Niagara College.
Education finally makes sense to me. And this is Brewmaster John Downing. Hi, John. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Nice to see you. Professor John Downing, Brewmaster. You developed the whole program.
Working with the college, yes.
I'm guessing you like beer.
I love it.
What's the background? Where did it start?
Beer?
Yeah. No, not beer. You and beer. Where did the love of beer begin?
I started making beer when I was 14 years old at home with my dad.
God love you. Did you? How was it? Did it turn out? You didn't go blind or
It
anything?
turned out good. My dad made some wine and it exploded, but my beer turned out good.
How much beer are we going to make?
Today we'll make about 500 liters.
500 liters?
Yep.
Wow. That's good because I brought 500 Tylenol. That's awesome.
We're going to take our malt
Yeah.
and we're going to pretty much crack it in half to expose the starch.
Tastes like the stuff we used to feed our goat. Well, I already have a new respect for beer makers already. I could use a beer now, actually.
And what the hot water does is it activates enzymes which will eat the sugar that's in the grain. And since we've cracked the grain...
So much science. So much science.
Yeah, just a little at a time so he can mix what's in there.
How is that?
That's good.
It's more like we're making muffins at this point.
It is, exactly. If you think about it, the ingredients for beer are the same for bread. We're using grain and water at this point. We'll use yeast later to ferment it.
Okay, and now I stir. Okay. Is it kind of like chili? If the spoon stands up, it's done?
Does it smell a lot different now with the specialty malts in there?
Yes, it smells like my grade 8 shop teacher. This is a student's brew, and it's been here for how long?
This has been in the fermenter for 1 week.
And then you are going to judge them. Like, how is a student, how do they pass or fail? Or what happens if you're supposed to make a 6% beer and it comes out 32%? You fail, and you win the Order of Canada. Tell me this involves beer and not stirring.
No. This is actually the best part. This is where we actually put it in the bottle, pull that down. All right, you're going to take that to Chris. Oh, beautiful.
There was a little too much in there.
Not standard procedure, but
That's a nice beer.
thank you.
That's really lovely. So basically, whoever's making the beer, you can add ingredients that are unique to your personality.
Absolutely.
Like if Stephen Harper was making a beer, he could add the tears of seasonal workers. And this is Gavin Robertson, assistant winemaker here at Niagara College. Gavin, hello.
How you doing?
Good to see you, sir. How long have you been in the winemaking business?
About 4 years.
4
I
years.
did the program here and streamed into a job.
Okay, very good. So now the pruning of the grapevine, how important is that?
Single most important vineyard operation in the year because you're looking ahead to next year's crop. Yeah, that's a little cavalier right there.
They just seem to be slashing away.
They know what they're doing.
I see, because they're
It's
students.
method to the madness.
But I'm on television,
That's right.
so I too am an expert. So now we're in the barrel cellar, and what do we do in the barrel cellar?
Well, again, this is where the wine's been sleeping since it was fermented back in September. So this Chardonnay's been in here for 6 months, and I'm starting to think about getting it out of barrel. What we have here, a wine thief. Yeah, absolutely.
The wine thief,
This
is that
the
what it's
wine
called?
thief, if you'll believe. That's a technical term.
Thief.
Now you can push your thumb down and take it out. So the wine thief, and this is the bung hole. So you got to put the.
That's the bung hole? That's not called the bung hole.
This is a bung, and this is a bung hole, if you'll believe.
I don't.
So we're gonna taste this.
It's warm, buttery, with a clean finish,
That works.
which is also the description on my shampoo. And this is Frank Van Sertima, second-year student. Hi, Frank, how are you?
Good, nice to meet you.
That is an excellent name for winemaker, Van Sertima. I would drink Van Sertima wine. This is the school's wine?
This is the school's wine.
Look at that. That's like Keith Richards' hot tub. What kind of wine is this?
This is a Gewürztraminer.
And what are the attributes of a Gewürztraminer?
Typically floral, a lot of rose, lychee, a little bit of spice, and slight oiliness on the palate.
I taste the oily. It's very nice. So there's 4,500 bottles of wine in this single tank.
Yep.
Somewhere Mike Duffy's watching this going, I need one of those. Not for the cottage, for the car. Not the car. Which tank are we pumping the wine into?
We're gonna go into this tank right here.
It's like the best farm ever. How many people have drank wine like this that aren't in the Senate? How many? Just me. That's the kind of day it's been.
You're watching the Mercer Report on CBC. Cheers!